Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest.
We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it?
He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I've surpassed peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that generations remember our story.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Good morning. Blessings. We up early. We back at it. Oh, man. It seems like these stories are just endless, man. Before I go and proceed on with this show, I want to give a shout out to my poets, my writers. Shout outs to the people in the building, man. Take a head off yourself. Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. We got a special show for y'all, man. We got a couple of singers. We're going to have some poetry. We're going to have some conversation. It's not just going to be an open mic. It's going to be a nice little live show. We're going to kick back. We're going to have a good time. We just want to chill. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the be drama filled. It's just one of those days where you get to unwind, get to enjoy some good company, and network. Possibly, you might see somebody in here, and after you hear them, you're going to want to tap in more. As much as we say we suffer in the music industry and we don't have a lot of talent out here, I'm telling you, that's farthest from the truth. Shout outs to Chef. Shout out to Voice. If y'all didn't check out that interview I did yesterday, make sure you check it out. The House of Keys, episode 1. Peep it. Humbling, man. You don't know what people go through to get to where they are, or how challenging this shit is trying to develop and hone your own skills to reach a specific audience, doing things that you enjoy doing, man. It's rough out here. It's not like everybody is getting handed opportunities after opportunities just like instantly. Some people got eat shit and go through a whole bunch of stuff, man, just to even get somebody to recognize them. So House of Keys episode 1, chopping it up with voice, that dropped yesterday. I got 2 more in the clip. I'm not dropping them back to back. The next one will come out next Monday. All right. Tonight we're gonna have us a pretty good show. I'm introducing and bringing in a new panelist. I'm gonna let her cut it up. Actually, we might have 2 new women joining the show. Some of y'all are already familiar with Sydney, but I got 2 more that I'm going to get the lock in tonight. So be on the lookout for that, man. Because you've seen Rob, you've seen me, you've probably seen Jason and others, but I'm trying to get this panel diversified where you have women and you have men to balance out both perspectives of these discussions that we have up here. It's very important that we have 2 sides. That way you can't say somebody is being biased or that someone is being irrational and all that. We don't do things out of order here. So tonight, 7 p.m. Check your calendar, turn your bell notifications on. If you're not following over there on YouTube, make sure you follow on YouTube. The link is in my bio. All right. I might have to switch out one, but I can fix that in a couple seconds. It won't take long. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, any topic ideas that you would like to see discussed, hit me up, shoot me an email, all that. You dig? This video that I'm about to play here is pretty aged. It don't really matter though. It's what she said out of her mouth that made me want to address this. And I'm gonna bring it up on the screen. And then we're just gonna break it down another morning. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Let's get this up here. Let the people know that we live, that we in motion. We don't have no intentions on slowing down whatsoever. This is about a 3-minute video. Not very long. Long enough for you to know exactly what this is about to be about. And we're going to break it down. All right. So, with that being said, let's jump into the clip.
So I just seen this video, right, of this man and his wife. They was arguing about the fact that her mama, that she wanted to let her mama come move in with them. But he was like, your mama don't even like me. And he was like, and I pay all the bills in here. She don't even like me. Why would I let her move in my house? So I guess she was trying to see which one of them was on the right, which one on the wrong. I'm going to tell you one thing about me, bro, 2 of them things for sure. My house is my sanctuary. My house is my place of peace, fam. I can promise you, fam, if your mama don't like me, and your mama need to come stay with us, I'm going to tell you one thing for sure, 2 of them bitches for certain, it ain't happening, Jack. It ain't happening, Jack. Let me tell you why. Because as soon as you bring up that situation, as soon as you bring it up to me, as soon as you say, my mama need to come stay with us for a little bit, I'm going to say, oh, so if you want to get a divorce, just say that then. Just say that then. And you be like, what you mean? What you mean? I'm be like, what you mean? Your mama don't fucking like me. You telling me that you want me to give up my place of peace for your bitch ass mama, your bald-headed ass mama? I don't think so, nigga. I don't think so. And you can pay all the bills in this bitch, and I still don't think so. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who pay the bills. She still can't move in. What the fuck are you talking about? And if you let her move in, I'm moving out. You might as well let your mama suck your dick. I promise you, that's how it's gonna go. Fucking with me? Oh, that's how it's gonna go. You just replace your wife with your mom. Cause I already don't get to have my peace when I go outside this house. You telling me you about to bring the outside world into my place of peace? This is my sanctuary. Why the fuck would I let your bitch ass mama move in when she don't like me? Why? I don't give a fuck if she your mama. Fuck your mama. Understand this, man. I don't give a fuck about nobody mama. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about nobody mama, bro. I don't even fucking like my own mama. I don't even fucking like that bitch. I don't even talk to that bitch. So understand this, 32 of them things for sure. Your mama don't fucking matter to me either. It's fuck your mama too. If your mama don't like me, it's fuck your mama too. No problem. No problem at all. And I wouldn't better I don't care if you pay the bills. It's still fuck your mama. And if you pay the bill so bad, you must want to put me in a new house. That's what it is. You must be paying for me to rent. You must be paying for my new crib. Because ain't no way in fucking hell you think we about to live together. Ain't no way. I'll kill your mama in this bitch, bro. I'll take your mama head off of here. Your ass gotta go to court on me, bitch. I ain't even playing. Your mama not coming to fuck up my place of peace, bro. Not my place of peace. Not my place of peace. Not at all. I hope that man didn't fuck his place of peace up.
Oh man. Look, that was the first time I watched that video all the way through. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm scrolling on TikTok, and the caption alone was enough, right? You know, you gotta have a catchy ass title, hook, whatever the fuck, because people are not really gonna pay attention to that shit unless it grabs their eye or whatever. So I see this, I'm like, what? Somebody actually said that about their partner's mother in general. Like, people say wild shit on the internet. They title and caption this stuff crazy as fuck. I never seen a title like that one. So I clicked on it, and the first, I'd say maybe I watched a good minute of the video, and I was already done. I couldn't decide if I was going to do it here or if I was going to do it with a group of people. And I still probably might do it with a group of people. We got a lot to talk about. And the first thing that I'm going to kick this off with, she wasn't talking about herself personally. She was speaking on someone else's situation. But she was putting herself in the shoes of the woman that was dealing with the guy that had the mom. And I'm going to address her first. No, I'm going to address the situation that she painted first. Show of hands. Do you get married to someone if you can't get along with the family? You might say, fuck, like ignore the cousins or like sisters, and you might let that go. But if it's like the father or the mom that don't like you, are you still going to get married to the person knowing that you don't get along with them and vice versa? Do you still stay in a relationship with a person where you don't get along with the family, let's be honest for a second. I'm curious to know, because if you really think about it, if your family don't like the person, they're going to do everything in their power to make her life and your life or his life miserable. They're not going to be welcoming. They're not going to give great advice. They're probably not even going to be very inclusive of your partner ever. It's always going to be weird. You probably ain't going to be able to go nowhere with the family, with them. And if you have children with these people, man, that's going to be hell. This is what I honestly feel in my heart. If you can't get along with the family, that's probably not your person. And that's an unpopular opinion. I think it's impossible for someone to have a successful marriage or relationship when your family and your spouse does not get along with the person that you're dealing with. Look at it like this. Just say you decide to proceed forward with it. You as the man or the woman, you have to step in, and you're going to have the conversations with your peoples about where you stand. You're going to have to say, look, man, y'all going to have to figure this out. This is happening, and y'all going to have to resolve your problems. If it's really worth it. If there's misunderstandings and there's things that can actually be fixed between these people, go for it. If these are red flags on both parties, for example, your family sees something in your guy or your woman that ain't right, and they trying to warn you, but they got beef with her because they know some shit is off with them. That shit is different. Because now you got to decide, do I want to listen to them or do I want to ignore them, check them for being in your business, and then find out the hard way based on your interactions and your relationship with the person that you're dealing with. The shit sounds just messy. It sounds like it's just too much work. And honestly, it really, to me, depends on the situation. Frankly, I would rather not even go that far. I think the whole vetting process should be an extensive year, a solid year of going through a whole bunch of different courses. And I'm not talking about you sitting in front of a computer and you're fucking doing quizzes and checking off boxes. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in real person, in real time interactions and activities that force the type of communication that reveal the true self of the other party. And then, and only then, do you discover what you need to figure out, well, should we proceed further on with this, or is there a limitation to what we got going on here? See, there's always a limit to dating, to courting, to friendships, to business. Everything has its seasons. Then you have to figure out where that line is drawn. If you get past the point of vetting and you do the things that's necessary to see, like, damn, I can actually have them around my people. They fun to be around. They argue, but they know how to communicate. They know how to squash their shit and still love each other. They know how to be around each other when I ain't here, and this, that, and the third. They're gonna defend me when I'm not around. And this, like, if you can get to that point with family, I think we need to actually have a conversation about that too. A lot of men and women, you're moving way too fast in relationships. You're moving extremely too fast in getting married, saying I do. You have to be uncomfortable to become comfortable. As far as I'm concerned, I need to know the tough questions. I need to hear shit that might embarrass you, that might break my heart, that might make me second guess who you are. I need to hear all that shit. We really have to be on that type of term. Let me address this woman, man, because she got a lot of shit going on with her. We're gonna start with her and her mother, her upbringing, her mindset, where she is right now. Because the way that she was speaking on this video, she doesn't really sound like she has her own fucking peace. She talking about bringing somebody into her space, her sanctuary. But my nigga, you sound like you are a fucking headache. You sound like you don't do anything but bitch, complain. You're not very loving or nurturing at all. She sounds like a bully. She sounds like she's always looking for a reason. Enough said. She's just looking for a reason. The way that she was talking, the type of dudes that she deal with, I can almost guarantee either the type of dude that she's dealing with are having to be extra dominant and extra masculine, or them dudes are super weak and they really can't do nothing with her. They don't have an ounce of testosterone in them at all. Not a single bit of it. That woman said, fuck your mom. She said, fuck my mom. And she said, fuck all y'all moms. She don't give a shit about nobody. Matter of fact, just off of her saying what she said, her level of respect for people in general is minimal. And it doesn't seem like she has a very high tolerance. She doesn't have any sense of control. She's very dismissive. She has that I would rather be alone attitude. I'm not fucking no. She sounds like the type of person. She's gonna tell you it's either you or her. She thinks she's the fucking prize. She'll make you choose your family or her or your friends or her. She probably won't even let you hang out with your boys and shit. That's crazy. She sounds so angry. Like listening to her talk, man, I felt the negativity oozing off of her fucking essence, man. That shit is real. You'll be happy. You'll be in the best mood all day until you get around the wrong person. As soon as you get around that one person who's always carrying this negativity and they always got shit going on, they don't know how to balance out and separate their personal life from everything else. They always in a funk, always got an attitude, they always instigating, they always like just on high octane gas. Every time you see them, they got something smart to say. They're easily triggered. You can't work with them. You can't have fun with them. It's always like you can just instantly feel that bullshit coming off of them. You don't want nobody wants to be around that. I don't want to be around that. Slim done went through some things, man. She done really, really had a rough upbringing. Ain't no way you can talk like that. And everything be all right. Hold up. I wanted to let my what's the name charge up a little bit. I'm about to pull up the I'm about to pull up the TikTok real quick and go on live. Hold up a second. Turn this up real quick. Slim tripping though. Hold up. I got you. I was going to throw this on here earlier, but the battery was too low, and I ain't want to risk this shit getting cut off on me. So when you grow up a certain type of way, and you don't know what it feels like to be balanced out. As a kid, you're developing this personality that's going to shape you forever. That personality that you're trying to figure out as a kid before you hit adulthood, and you're trying to learn yourself and learn your pressure points and pet peeves and your hobbies and regulate your attitude, and you're trying to figure out if you're going to be this type of person or that type of person, and you're looking at your cousins or your sisters and your brothers and your aunts and your uncles, and you're looking to all of these people within your household, your tribe, and to help navigate you through your own individuality, only to discover or be met with a conflict of interest consistently because the fact of the matter is, everybody that you grow up with, they do not have the same outlook on the world as you do. And it's confusing if you don't have adults in the household that is helping you cultivate your own personal perspective of how the world is supposed to look, giving you tools that you can go back to, resources that you can go back to that will help support or validate or invalidate the negative and positives of how you will eventually be. It's really interesting, quite frankly, when you think about it. I think most of us at some point have gone back in the past and thought about things like this. I know I've thought about it a lot. I mean, I've been there plenty of times. Like, damn, what really shaped me? You know what I'm saying? And this woman right here, I look at her, I listen to the way she speaks, how she's dressed, how she's representing herself on this camera. And you don't have to necessarily know a person personally to assess a person for what they're giving you off of first impression. She was angry. She was she sounded angry. She sounded resentful. She sounded petty. She sounded like, let me go ahead and turn the fuck in the other direction. Like, there just is some people that you look at their aura, their facial expressions. You can feel the consonants on them. That shit be heavy. You look at that shit and you be like, nope, this ain't the person that I want to do business with. I don't even want to say hi to them because they look like they rude as shit. They look like they're going to be unnecessary. I ain't got time for it. I'm not about to sit up here and entertain something like that because there's some things going on with you that ain't got nothing to do with me. You're not about to take that out on me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got things happening in your life that's internally escaping because you don't know how to release that shit and you don't know how to deal with it the right way, it's going to always show externally. People are going to see it. They're going to suffer from it. They're going to catch all type of strays. All type of strays. Why? Because you got things going on in your own personal life that you ain't dealing with or you've never dealt with. It festers and builds up. And really, all you're doing is carrying it everywhere you go. All that anger, frustration, confusion. If you don't understand yourself and your identity is shaky, if all your ideologies come from liars and people who are only there to profit off of you, if all that childhood trauma is affecting you still to this day, you haven't addressed any of your personal demons, that shit lingers and you carry it with you. That's why people don't really want to deal with you. You're problematic. You're troublematic. You don't have any reason or rhyme. You don't have no direction. You're all over the place. You can't understand the difference between context and listening or hearing. You don't know how to be soft. You don't know how to deduce what is necessary to entertain and what isn't. You're just a fucking mess. And it goes back to what I was talking about with the childhood thing. When you're a child and you're trying to figure out, am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Am I a smart kid? Am I a dumb kid? Am I going to be a hoe? Am I going to be a thug? Am I going to be on the street? Am I going to be homeless? Am I going to? You're around nothing but influences from the minute you start playing pillow fight, having sleepovers, to birthday parties. From birthday parties to um, seeing how your cousins live compared to how you live in the household. It's so many different factors that play into a child's development. That's why there's people who are racist. That's why there are people who are constantly confrontational. That's why there are people who are attention seekers. That's why there's people who don't know how to love themselves, so they allow everybody to beat the shit out of them mentally and emotionally. That's why there are people who are users and abusers and narcissists, because y'all grow up like that. You get introduced to things through social media and through the misguided attitude of people that's in your life personally that didn't really understand that there's a certain level of responsibility required for you to be sitting up here doing some of the stupid shit that y'all be doing in front of your peoples. Fucking in front of your kids, arguing in front of your kids, shooting and gambling and selling drugs in front of your kids, cussing in front of your kids, smoking in front of your kids, all that shit. Kids watch everything adults do. And what adults don't be understanding is you were once a kid too. You know what I'm saying? You were once in their position too. Put it in perspective. As a child, you trying to figure out if you want to be a police officer or you want to fight crime. You trying to decide if you want to save the world or you want to be against it. As a child, you're trying to figure out if you want to be a husband or a wife. You playing with Ken dolls and Barbie dolls. As a child, you want to know God. As a child, you want to be the best person that you can be in this life. You want to be free. You don't want to be bitter. Nobody as a child wanted to be hateful. Nobody wanted to be a fucking troll as a kid. Not a single person on this planet wanted to be a spiteful, hateful, bitter, angry asshole, opening their legs to every fucking dude that they see, going on fucking T-app, being a baby mama of 20 different people. Nobody grew up wanting to be like that. We become the shit that we watch on TV. We become the shit that we see when we leave out the front door and we go to school and we see other students and other people living a way that is completely opposite of what we see in the household. We grow up a certain way based on the just fuck it, like, put it this way, y'all don't be telling the fucking truth to your peoples. You get lazy, complacent, and then they end up being hateful. They hate men, they hate women. People are unnecessarily violent, and they don't know how to control their emotions and all that type of shit, man. Like this lady right here, for her to say fuck your mom, I don't like mom. She said fuck her mom. She said fuck your mom and fuck everybody mom. Do you know how your inside your insides have to be completely turned into shit? What happened to you to the point that you would feel that type of animosity towards anybody? Did somebody put their hands on you? Are you resentful because of the lack of love and the lack of relationship and connection you had with your mom? Did she do something to you? Did she choose men over you? How many like people go through shit. They go through it so much that they never forget. It's hard to let go of getting wronged. It's hard to let go when somebody did you dirty. It's hard to be the bigger person. It's hard to accept the fact that some things happen because they have to happen. You have no control over it. This woman is holding on to scars and wounds that were created by somebody else, and she's taking it out on the rest of the society. But you need to understand that the things that these people do to you, they're not a reflection of you. That has nothing to do with you. You just were a victim unwillingly or willingly in their stuff. Something that they have to live with. And if you don't cut it off, you're going to become what they were. That's it. They pass along all of their mess. You inherit it. You're resentful for what you inherit. Instead of stopping it from moving further to somebody else, you hold on to it and embrace it. You think that holding on to all of that hurt and all of that pain and humiliation, and you think that by funneling all of what they put in you and projecting it on everybody else, somehow that's going to even you out. Your peace, your solitude, that sanctuary that you say you want, you're not going to get that. Not doing it the way that you think you're going to get it. But it's interesting because a lot of people think that way. You know what I'm saying? Your cousin, somebody did something to you, lied to you. Maybe they left you to fend for yourself, and you became codependent, or you became so cold and callous that you don't know how to really commingle with the rest of the world. Maybe you got into a situation where you watched your dad beat the hell out of your parents, or you it's always something. So you see this, you hold on to it, you envelop it, it becomes a part of your identity. So you just reflect a life that you saw. You don't understand that what you saw and what you inherited is not something that you have to accept. You can close the chapter on all of that. Close the chapter on it, move on, create your own lane, your own space that's healthy, that will allow you to smile and be happy and not be a prisoner to the inheritance that was passed along to you. But you don't want to do that. And you don't understand actually what's happening. Like it's almost as if this invisible string of unfortune just jumps inside of you. You don't know where it came from. You think it was just naturally yours. But the truth of the matter is, you have the option to accept or deny it. But that's the problem. When you grow up around certain things, There's no reason. There's no reason that it should come to the point to where you are disrespecting another person's mother. Mom, you can express your dislike for a person, name calling, name shaming, all that. Nah, we too grown for that. And it go. That's why I keep saying, man, the vetting process needs to change. The vetting process absolutely has to improve. The way that you're going about it is not it. It's not working. I don't even want to be put in a position where you're going to make me choose between my fiance or my family. Don't do that. If you put me in a position like that, you're probably not somebody that I want to marry anyway. That's just how I feel about it. I couldn't do it. Why? Because it's going to always be a problem. Eventually, it's just going to continuously build up and build up and build up. You don't like my dad. My dad don't like you. My mom don't like you. So what? We just going to constantly be arguing. You're constantly going to be telling me, look, you need to check them for this. You need to check them for that. Did you hear that? So I'm going to have to go over here, have a conversation, 15 years in the road. Look, you shouldn't have said that to her. Or I need to go to my wife and say, look, you were disrespectful to my mom. I don't know. I could not spend my entire marriage doing that with somebody. That just sounds so uncomfortable. That would have to be it. I don't see where in any existence that would be healthy. Not for you, and sure as hell not for me. You can't go certain places with them. I can't take you to the wedding for my sisters and or my cousins and them because you're going to end up getting into an argument or get into a fight with them. Or my mom or my folks, they're not allowed to come to any activities that we have with our children because you don't like them. I'm not doing that. That's too much. I'm not about to sit here and tell grown ass men and women, look, y'all need to grow up. This ain't about you. Let that. I'm not doing that. That's just too much. But I would never, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, disrespect your loved ones just because we don't see eye to eye. I'll talk to you about how I feel. I'll talk to them how I feel. If it's a situation where you know when there's people that you can talk to and there's people that you can't talk to. People that you can talk to, they genuinely, they'll listen. They'll give you the floor. They'll allow you to speak your piece. They will open up that space for communication to be cultivated, whether or not y'all agree or disagree. A person who is just not going to hear you, they will never let you talk. They will always cut you off. They will always elevate their voice. It's always going to be gaslighting. It's always going to be, I'm trying to prove something. I ain't, nope, not doing it. Nope, sorry. You're better off just having the conversation with your spouse. I need to figure out if this is really worth I'm not doing it. The thing that I do appreciate and I do have a big respect for a lot of people is that there are men and women who are in situations like this. They're in situations like this, and some people are redeemable. You can get through to some folks. Make some people's pride is too much to let go of. Some people's ego is just too valuable to them, and they'll always hold on to it. They'll choose people. There's people that will choose their pride and their ego over you every time. As soon as you accept that, you'll be better off. That's a fact. Give me my whoever that young lady is. I'm not dealing with that. I'd never marry her. She's not even somebody that I would date. Everything about her screams red flag. Run away. Run fast. Run far. Do not come back here. This is a warning. Caution, detour. Everything about her screams get away, and hurry. You know how them creepy old men be sitting on the porch, or you got that one old woman who be saying weird shit, and it always sound eerie as hell, like they trying to tell you something without telling you something in the movie, but yet and still you're curious and you want to find out what's going on with this abandoned house. You still want to buy it. You still want to live there because it's cheap. You were warned, and then you find out there's a bunch of monsters and paranormal shit going on in there. Shit jumping out the wall and through the TV and all that. Nope. Nope. You got it. So the woman here, I don't know what she got going on. I don't know if she married. I don't know if she is in a relationship, got kids. I'm not sure. But if she still got that type of attitude and you dealing with her or you entertaining her at all, I feel sorry for you. Matter of fact, I hope and pray that you utilize this thing that we call a camera. Can you say camera? Can you pronounce camera? Yeah, yeah, this little thing that's on your device. Yeah, use that because with her, you better make sure that you are recording. You better make sure that you have all your documents in order. She will absolutely lie to the police. She will absolutely put her hands on you. She said it in the video. I don't care if it is a TikTok video and she's trolling. She said the shit. She would absolutely put her hands on your mom and actually unalive her. She said it without saying it. She's telling you that she's violent. She's telling you she's uncontrollable. She's telling you that she is eagerly triggered, she's emotionally unavailable. Enter at your own warning. You better have camera footage. You better have audio. You better have documentation. If you want to deal with something like that, I ain't doing it. I'm not desperate enough. I'm not lonely enough to go down that road with somebody. And that goes for a man or a woman. Y'all be accepting any and everything. And just to have somebody. I'm not about to settle for just anything just because it's available. And then the next thing you know, you end up miserable, questioning life. That had 5, 6 different police reports. No. People who don't know how to control their feelings and control their attitude, those are the worst people to deal with. You do not want any parts of that. Because you're not going to get very far. You're going to be walking on eggshells the entire time that you know them. The entire time. They're not going to allow you to be yourself. And if you are being yourself, 9 times out of 10, y'all going to always have a problem. She's warring within herself and warring with the people that's closest to her. There is no win-win in that situation. Mark my words. Keep your head on swivel. Be more careful with who you're talking to. You can be attracted to people. You can think that they're cool. But make sure that you go through the process of getting to know them better. Stop being so quick to sleep with these people, man. Let nature take its course. There is no rush. What you need to figure out first, if they are even somebody that you can go that far with, let alone just, oh, shit, attractive, me horny. It's not that difficult. Keep your legs closed. Talk to them. Go out with them. Put them in the type of environments that allow you, them, and anyone who eventually gets introduced into it to blossom openly. That way, you can create that process of elimination without the inconvenience of investing improperly, if that's the right way to phrase that. I hate the bill collectors. That shit, they fucking do that shit all day, every day, man. It's like they on clock. They get paid to just sit there and freaking call you from morning to evening. Once the business hours are over, that's when they stop. That shit gets on my nerve. Yeah. But shout out to everybody that pulled up, man. Later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tap in with your boy. This is gonna be a good show. I can feel it. I'm looking forward to it, actually. If you're not following me on YouTube, follow me on YouTube. The link is in the bio. come through, support the black-owned business. I got a shop up as well. Come show some love. Saturday, 8, sorry, I keep saying 9, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Asylum. Let's get it. I'll talk to y'all later, man. I'm about to go back in this lab, get some more videos done. Let me get this off the screen. Y'all be easy. I will see you guys later on.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, made me rip bones. But no matter how close my ancestors speak, they tell me they're tired of them praying on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep, longing to sing until I've surpassed peak, until they think we are equal. Please, all I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their palms would bleed, begging that